Hello. Guess I'm teaching again. All right, this is that Barbara Mandrell song. I'll leave something good behind. I tabbed it out and charted, I guess. Not with all the words, so you'll have to do that yourself. All right. It starts on. It's in a couple different keys. It's A, and then it modulates to F sharp major, but starts in A. So play an A there or an A up here, and then hit that high note on the 5th fret of the bottom string, and then it's like a C sharp minor, and then add the 5th fret. So that's on the 4th fret, barring my 4th finger on the 4th fret, and adding your 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D string and 2nd finger on the 5th fret of the B string. And then move that 3rd finger to add to the bottom string. And then just drop that shape down to the 2nd fret. It's a B minor 7th. And then you can use your pinky to add to the 4th fret of the E string. And then back to A. So back to A. I'm just using the A over here. I'm descending down to here. And then the vocals will start, and it's going to go A for a measure. Oh, this world is so weird, or whatever she says. And then to an A major 7th, which is just dropping that G string 2nd fret to the 1st fret. Now so 1, 2, 3. And then I switch this to 1st finger on the 1st fret of the G string. And then 3rd finger on the 2nd fret of the B string. 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the E string. And then the next chord is going to be a A 7th. And then there's going to be a little walk up, I guess you call it. I add creating a suspended, A7 suspended, and then sliding it up. So to a D. And you can ornamentalize the D chord. I bar my 1st finger on the 7th fret from the D string down, and then put my pinky on the 10th fret on the B string and the E string. And there's all different kinds of things you could do, but it's just filler notes. So it's really just decorating that D chord. Whatever you want to do. So I'll go over that again. So majors. Oh, and this is, I struggle with this because I was like, I've heard this change before, and I'm getting so old and with all the radiation to my brain. I couldn't remember. I was like, oh, this is the classic change for the Beatles song, Something. It goes, I think in that case, I think it's a G chord. G major, 7th, and then to a G 7th chord, a dominant 7th chord. And it's the same thing here. And I was like, oh, I've heard this change. I was just struggling with it for half an hour going, oh my God, what is this change? And then I remembered. So it's classic. So anyways, after it does that twice, and then it goes to the 2nd ending. Oh, it goes to E after the D. And then I do an E over here. It's a full E. I'll just show it to you. So it's pinky on the 7th fret of the A string, 3rd finger on the 6th fret of the D string, 1st finger is barred over the 4th fret of the D, G, B, E string. And then my 2nd finger's on the 5th of the B string. Looks like a C shape. And then there's a nice little, to like a, you could call it a E6 chord. So I'm putting my pinky on the 6th fret of the G string, and then to the 7th fret of the G string, creating a dominant 7th sound for the E to go back to the A, and then back to the A, and then the change happens all over again. On the 2nd ending, you could do it this way too. Add your pinky, so it's a regular E chord like we know this one. Add your pinky to the 2nd fret of the B string. That creates the 6th chord. And then move it up to the 3rd fret. And then on the 2nd ending, going to the C sharp minor. It's a beautiful change. C sharp minor, 7th, minor 7, sorry. Add your pinky to the 7th fret of the bottom string. Slide down 2 frets, that same shape, but take your 2nd finger, and that's the F minor 7th chord. Now it doesn't always use that, but there's one time it does, and it was very, very cool. And then after that, back to the F. Hold on. Oh, and then this is a cool little descending run. It's gonna, now that same shape I use for the E, I'm using for the D. So it's really, it's not just this. I'm borrowing my 1st finger over the bottom 4 strings on the 2nd fret, adding my 2nd finger to the 3rd fret of the B string, and then the my 3rd finger's on the 4th fret of the D, and my pinky's on the 5th fret of the E. So that's an E chord, a D chord, and it's gonna be a descending bass run. So there's my D with the D in the bass, and then I put my 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the A string, and my pinky on the 4th fret of the D string, and then B minor 7th to an A chord to an E. So I'll do that again. And then after that little descending thing, there's little filler notes. You could play this E up here, this triad. So it's kind of the same chord from the intro. But this time they're adding to the bottom string on the 7th fret to a C, and then it goes to a C sharp major. And then it goes, then this is the modulation. So this is the pivot chord. 5 to 1. 5th chord to the 1st chord to an F major chord. And back, and then, so the verse starts, it's F sharp. So it's a C sharp major. I'm playing a bar chord on the 4th fret. 4th fret, 6, 6, 6. And adding my pinky to the 7th fret of the B string. And then I kind of take my 3rd finger up and then add, and I'm playing just the same chord. does that twice, and the second time, after the second time, it goes to the D sharp minor. So D sharp minor to C sharp minor. Oh, sorry. D sharp minor to a C sharp minor, a major, to B major. So it does it 1 measure and a half, and then walk it back up to the C sharp. So yeah, and then it does it again. And that C sharp minor, C sharp major leads back to the another round of the F sharp major chord. Sorry. There's that D sharp minor, C sharp major, to the B, and I think it's only going to go for 1 measure of the, and then here's the turnaround chords. It's just a G sharp minor. And then to the C sharp major, and then back to R. I think that's it. So what I'm gonna do is, this is getting kind of long. I'll play along with the track. Maybe that'll help. I'm gonna slow it down because I'm not that good at playing it at speed yet, but so here we go. Oh, hang on.
This world we're in today sometimes ain't a pretty place.
Hold on.
But when I look at you, I see something beautiful.
I'm only gonna do like 1 verse. So there,
This world we're in today
A chord,
sometimes ain't
A major 7th, A dominant 7th,
I see something beautiful.
to a D,
And in my heart I know there's a reason. You put your tiny hand in mine, and I look in your trusting
same chords,
eyes,
major 7th,
knowing that love will see us through.
there's that D chord,
But if my life should end tomorrow,
C sharp minor,
I know you'll be.
so C sharp minor to the F minor 7th, with the added pinky note, so. And then now it's going to come the descending run where it goes from the D all the way down to the E chord. Hold on, let me reverse this.
My life should end tomorrow. I know you'll be the living proof. And
Now that chord just before the drum beat is that C sharp major chord, and then right to the F majors, F sharp major chord on the 2nd fret. I'll play that again. Sorry.
Hello. And I'll leave something good behind.
So that goes. I'm doing a video here.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay, here we go. Hold on.
You're sweet. And I'll leave something good behind.
C sharp.
Sweet child of mine.
There's the D minor,
Make my life
C sharp, B,
and when all
back to F,
my early days are
F, sharp, minor, C sharp, major, B, G sharp, minor, to a C sharp minor, major. Now that part where he goes up, it's the same thing that happens on the intro on the E chord over the 5th fret, or sorry, C sharp minor chord, 7th chord, but it's going to be on the, it's going to be up on the 14th fret, so second finger on the 14th fret of the B string. Same chords, or not same chords, same shapes, if you will. So, and then that's it. And then the rest is all more of the same. There's different ornamental notes that the keyboard's playing that you could probably pick out, or just add on your own. Just make sure it complements the melody, and it is fun to play and listen to. So, all right, hopefully that helps. All right.